All right. So here is the next set of next video for our flyer creation. Um, so we have saved our file. We've created our letter size document, and I wanted to kind of go over some of the tools you will need for your flyer. Um, if you hover over, just for your knowledge, if you hover over any of the tools, even though you might not know what they do, just wanted to let you know that you can discover and explore on your own. I highly encourage it because you might be able to, use something in your layout, and even if you're not exactly sure what's happening, it might be just something that you learn. Um, we're looking at your toolbar here. First and foremost, this top one is the selection tool. So the black arrow tool, and this is the white arrow tool. The black arrow tool, it allows us to move a lot of different objects around on the page. Um, and so you will see me using the black arrow tool to move some of the things that we create. Okay. The first tool that I want us to look at is your type tool. So you click on that type tool, and then you can go onto your page and you click and you drag, and you can type in the box. Wow. This is where you adjust your type, right? The drop down goes to 72, but if you want, you can go and actually put your own number, depending on how big you would like that to be. Okay. And I also will say, if you want to have your copy running off the page, right, you actually can do so. Um, I'm actually going to pick a different typeface. So that's right up here. So depending on if you have different fonts on your machine, you can do that. So let's just pick this one. Okay. It's a very friendly type. All right, so good old Cooper. So here I have added text. I can select the text by clicking and dragging over it, or clicking in the box and doing Command A for select all. One of the windows that I currently have open is my swatches panel, and I select that to change the color of my type. Currently, these are just the default colors, but you are able to adjust the colors, add new colors by selecting the type, okay, and clicking right here, New Swatch. And you double click it, and you can actually adjust this. So I want like a deeper red, let's say. Click OK. And you can see how this O is the deeper red, the new color that I did. And if I want to make everyone, all the letters, that deeper red color, I will select all and click on that hello, that color swatch. All right. With everything that you do, please save where you are. So Command S is the key command for that. And I'm going to adjust that. So that's text box with one word. Most of your projects, you will probably have to insert more than one word into your layout. And for this first one, you definitely will. So I'm going to create a brand new text box. So got my type tool, clicked and dragged. And I don't have anything pre-written at the moment, but I wanted to show you a tool that InDesign offers. So you can go to type and you can fill a box with placeholder text. The cool thing about doing this is you sometimes will have a project or maybe a paper that you're not sure, trying to figure out the layout. And before you actually write anything, you can put this placeholder type there to see what it'll look like. So I think that's very helpful. Um, and then I can use my black arrow tool to move that text box on my page. Um, Another cool thing is if I select that text box, right, and I go up to my menu bar here, if you notice, all of the menu items, they're responsive, so they will change depending on the tool that I'm on, okay? For the, when I select a text box, it allows me this function here, and if you hover over it, it's a number of columns, so I can actually adjust the number of columns in that text box very easily and very quickly. If I need to, let's say, create a layout, like a newsletter for my club, for my organization, um, for my department, so I can kind of adjust. I'm going to zoom in, so Command plus. And if you see, when I adjusted this text box, right, and I went a little bit too, shorter, like the height of it, I see this red square with the plus symbol. That indicates that I have text that is not showing. So it's actually a helpful tool to make me aware that there is some text that isn't visible. So I'm able to adjust the text box to make sure that everything fits. And so I will save, Command S. Okay. All right. And then since you may be wondering what this will look like. I know there's a lot of lines on the page. Not all the lines print. So while you're working, it's very helpful to see these guides. But when you're at a stopping point, you kind of want to see what it looks like. I would recommend that you go to your view option, and you go to screen mode, and you go to preview. Okay, so this is what that page looks like without all those guides, which is helpful for you to see it, right? Some people like to work in this mode. I personally don't. I like checking in every once in a while. But if you like working in this view, go for it. You can toggle from the normal view to the preview as many times as you want. So I'm going to save that. So that is how you add text to your layout and how you can move it around, and how you can also add columns and add a color to your swatches. In the next video, I will show you how to place the process of placing a photo into your layout, and then maybe add a couple of extra embellishments to your page. So until next time, thank you. Bye.